Okay. For those of us that can hear me, welcome back. Um, does anybody want to give a recap to one, help me remember things, and two, help everybody else remember things?
Mainly me.
Sure.
Talking about me.
I need to remember the most because I'm so lost again.
I'm gonna give the nitty gritty detail. I mean, there might be a little bit more. From what I remember, we terrorized. Interrogated a tiefling woman that was at the skirmish that we had, and she gave us some really good info. And we are going to bring in the boss of Heaven's Nightmare for questioning and have Section 9 operatives question the dude bro. And that's about all I remember. There was a lot of talk about what the definition of monster hunting was, and it was really subjective. I do remember that.
So Katie is listening. She's just muted because she's sitting like across the room from me.
I was just making sure that you actually knew we were talking and ready.
No, she didn't say anything.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm talking to my cousin.
But yeah, I was just saying if anybody wanted to give a recap, and Ori was giving their point of view of it.
Okay. So we
But yeah, y'all had questionable concerns, I guess, about what they consider to be monster hunting. I suppose that's fair with me.
Yeah, pretty much. It was, I just do my job, kind of.
Yeah.
Thing. And, I forget what else I was gonna say. At the same time, we gave them sort of like immunity and protection for their information that they gave us. Because some of it was incriminating, if I remember correctly.
You're remembering correctly.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said you're remembering correctly.
Yay! I do my best.
But yeah, they asked for amnesty and things of that nature. But yeah, I suppose from that point we were picking up with y'all finishing up the interrogation. And I don't think y'all gave me a clear direction of what y'all were going to do next, other than y'all wanted to go find the boss that supposedly put the order out.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly can't remember if there was.
Yeah, last I remember we were kind of lost on what to do. That's why I was looking over my notes, and I honestly didn't get that far. Ryan's leaving for Minnesota tomorrow, so we were like, busy.
Gotcha.
There were Kurt Cobain jokes, apparently. I'm scrolling backwards.
How far back are you to get to the fucking bear?
Not that far. Well, actually, it's at the top of the chat. Is that a fucking bear? Is that fucking Kurt Cobain?
Wait, what?
Gosh. The best meme.
It really is.
Old school memes. Oh, okay, there it is. Older. Trying to see if I left myself a note. I appreciate past Orion when he does that.
I appreciate myself when I leave any notes. What? It's kind of hard getting back into everything.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm just wanting some laundry. Sorry, guys.
Maybe we should kind of set our interrogator up for success by getting them to ask certain questions. Be like, please mention XYZ.
Okay.
I think definitely we should say try to get information about Hayuda and the two people that were in the truck. If possible, and what sorts of this one might be a little bit like too much info, but what sorts of contracts they've been taking in terms of quote unquote monster slaying or monster dealings, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. Who wants to do the interrogation?
One more time.
Who's doing the interrogation?
Section 9 operative.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That way it's a little bit easier on us actual players because we don't know how to get information out of people. We're not super spies.
Great job.
I think we are.
It's so awkward. But she did
I
a
was
great
barely hanging on there. Ha 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 ha.
job. Ha 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 ha.
Rock's fall party dies.
No! Don't do it. So damn rude.
You think you can do these things, but you can't, PCs.
I tried.
It is full.
Just let me have my puns.
No.
Hey man, I could just kill off Liliana. Wait, I can go full tabaxi, and then we'll just have nothing but cat puns.
Fuck. Have a
But I
literal
want
cat
to
fight.
because I love Liliana. So,
Literal cat fight.
literal cat fight. That'd be great.
Gosh.
No, I can't do that. I love Liliana.
So, y'all want to bring the boss in for questioning? How are y'all going to go about doing that?
What do you mean?
We tell him that there's a meeting. And no.
Do you mean that we as a group should go get him?
Like, how do y'all set this plan in motion?
Because if you send him a warning, he's GTFOing.
I don't know. How do people do these things, Will?
Y'all are the ones that want to bring him in. I can't tell y'all how to do it.
You think I'm an FBI agent? What is with this, Will?
He just likes seeing us squirm.
Just because I watch a lot of cop shows doesn't mean I know how these things work. I don't. They never show that part. They're like, we brought you in for questioning. Here you are. They never show the in-between. How dare you? Either we send out, like, somebody go pick his punk ass up and be like, you're served, bitch! I don't know. Or
Sure.
we go drag him back here.
Okay, so what do you
Have
do?
you guys ever watched Pineapple Express?
No. I know, right? No, I haven't.
And one of the characters, it's actually his job. He's one of the people that like shows up and like gives those like vetoes and stuff.
Oh shit.
Like it's so fucking stupid. But I mean, like he'll sneak up on like the property and he'll just act like a nurse in a hospital or something, and like he'll just be like, "Oh, here's that veto for that divorce and stuff."
What the heck?
It's a good movie. Like
I
honestly,
need to watch it. I just haven't for some reason.
It's a lot of movies on that list.
Yeah, I know you guys
Gosh.
have a lot of movies. I was like, I hadn't heard of it, and then my friend like raved about it, so I watched it. And I was just like, it's so stupid, but I enjoyed it so much.
Is it-
Because Seth Rogen and the other guy, I can't remember his name, but they clearly enjoyed the movie so much, like the acting for it,
Uh-huh.
that they made the interview. You know, they did the same thing just again.
Is it as stupid as Napoleon Dynamite?
It's better than I do not like Napoleon Dynamite at all.
Yeah, Seth Rogen movies are usually better than Napoleon Dynamite kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was like, if you like it, I'm sorry. That's too dry humor for me. I just found it really, really stupid.
I feel
So
like
when you
everybody
say-
genuinely has a good time when they're in a Seth Rogen movie.
So when you say dry humor, does that mean like British dry humor is also dry?
No, like
That's a different kind of dry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
kind of dry.
what I would describe Pineapple Express as being is essentially the story is about it's about a bunch of potheads that happen to see a murder, and then they're just like, oh fuck, we saw a murder, and now the murderers are out to get us because we're a loose end, and they're just the reason they wind up not dying by the murderer is because they're potheads and they're just making really bad decisions. And like that's some of the movie.
I really need to see that movie. All right, so how do we do this? All right, I don't know. I guess the question is, do we go get him or do we send somebody else to get him?
Well, here's another question: what exactly do we expect to get from him? He didn't deny anything that we like try because we don't have any sound proof. We just have her word that he's associated, that he put the hit on us.
True.
That's all we got.
Well, the only thing that we have really is that the truck is from their location and the people worked for the location and it might not have necessarily have been stolen. So
The van?
I mean, if we can get him to admit on that, I mean that's freaking like insurance fraud and
You just want to set him down burning, okay?
Basically, we can say that we have reason to be suspicious of you. You need to come in for an investigation interview.
Yeah.
Basically.
So maybe we should approach it from the avenue of just like, instead of like a Hayuta case, we could just say that there's suspicious activity, there's fraudulent activity with a Heaven's Nightmare. Like you said, like with insurance fraud and that they're lying to the police, things like that.
Like, in theory, we could get all of that, you know, on him, but like this is D&D. I'm not expecting to go down that path. You know, this is supposed to be fun, not actually. You know,
I think Ori just wants to see Kojo bleed.
maybe.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And like that's, I don't see like other. I don't know. I only see us hurting him directly, not necessarily Heaven's Nightmare. Right? If we bring him in, that's my only thing.
Well, the goal is to just try. We can at least try, and then the best scenario is like if we don't get anything, is he knows we're onto him, so he's going to act desperate or get scared possibly.
He already kind of knows we're onto him because we went and talked to him before all it went down.
Which means he'll try something again, and we can get further. We can do a better job get evidence that time.
I don't know. I don't see it hurting us, really, to bring him in.
It doesn't hurt us at all. It's just, I definitely think that somebody else should do the interrogation, though.
Yeah. It's somebody else's time.
Someone else doing the interrogation. It's just how do y'all get him in? That's what I'm concerned with. Basically, Ori posed the question, do y'all go or do y'all send someone else?
I'm fine with going to get him.
Yeah, I'm okay with going to get him. We just need, like, what? You just get the paperwork saying that we need to take you in. And then we're gonna instigate a fight, but we got this.
Oh God, I hope not.
there's gonna be a fight. I doubt it, if he's there.
This
He's
is
somewhere
always known for a fight.
Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if he has a reason to run.
No, like I said, he's just suddenly on vacation. You know.
He might not even know his people are dead.
Well, they're not. She said that they. I don't think she worked. Wait, did she work for Heaven's Nightmare directly? It sounded like she was almost like a mercenary group associated, but not directly affiliated.
She does. She works for Heaven's Nightmare.
Hmm.
Right, Will?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And she said that it's pretty much a solid storefront, so the store is not going anywhere.
Yeah, but the people who were there, you know, but okay.
That is true.
Like the important people might just suddenly be gone now that they know that we're on their trail. But I'm okay with going. Like seriously, let's get our warrant and let's just go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh look, it's train crew.
Roll back up in the joint, be like, "Yay! Get back!" Or I don't know what I'm saying. You're like, get in our vehicle. You're under arrest for not being nice.
Gonna go put you in the timeout chair.
Yeah, I go put you in the timeout chair. Think about what you did.
Jesus Christ. Hey Gio, what's your character's name?
Driss.
Thank you.
Shut your fucking pie hole.
Sorry, I have my thing muted because Train couldn't
I'm gonna
decide
go
to
get a
combine,
milkshake.
like scream again loudly.
He's only screaming because he loves you.
Train Kun needs to learn his boundaries, okay? He comes by way too often, he's always yelling, and I can't anymore. Like,
He can't hold a boombox, so he's singing you the song of his people. Okay, so taking Ori's words to heart, y'all are going to go get this guy personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can stir the pot some.
So, it's been probably 2 hours since the investigation's been completed and everything. Putting the time at, I don't know, o'clock. And, who all's going?
Marsha's for sure.
Okay. Marsh, Ori.
Just wants a fight, clearly. She always wants a fight.
Driss always wants to fight too, but that's Driss.
That's what I'm saying. Driss always wants a fight. That's why she's like, yes!
Of course Driss is gonna go, it's like, ooh, I get to beat someone up, maybe? Fuck yeah.
Driss is like our group Hulk. She's just always angry.
That's my problem, Cap. I'm always angry.
That's your secret, Cap.
Nope, only problems here, boss. Okay. So I'm assuming Liliana's also going. Katie?
You're muted.
Katie, can you hear us? She's getting situated. Give her a sec.
Okay. But we'll just work on the assumption that she is going, because I don't see why she wouldn't go.
Yeah, I don't see why.
But,
either.
Sorry, I'm back. I'm back fully now.
No, you're fine. I was just
Okay.
trying to make sure that Liliana was going with to go try and get this guy.
Yeah, you would.
Take ass kick names.
After all, yes,
I now have
dogs.
Ori in a shirt that says that. And it
Yeah.
has a little actual mantis on the front of it.
I'm so sad, guys. I was duped. I was deceived. I was, like, bamboozled.
With
I
what?
thought that Dunkin' Donuts snacking bacon would be a safe snack because it's bacon, and bacon is keto friendly. But I didn't think because of the fact that it had like a very mild sweet taste to it that they used any kind of like brown sugar rub. The goddamn snacking bacon has 10 fucking grams of carbs per serving, and my dumbass was like, ooh, this is breakfast. Let me have 2 servings. I ate my entire day's worth of carbs for breakfast the other day.
Was it worth it though? It sounds kind of amazing.
It was amazing, but now I felt like all the regret after I learned, like, oh god, I did that. Because, yeah.
Not gonna lie, it sounds
I've
like
been
candied
really
bacon.
good. Huh?
It sounds like candied bacon, which is both a
Kinda-
good thing and a bad thing at the same time.
Like, it's not super, like, thick cut. It's, like, very thin pieces, but it's, like, 4 full like slices of bacon or whatnot, but it's delicious. Don't get me wrong. It's just the only thing I can now have from Dunkin' Donuts is pretty much like unsweetened iced coffee with like cream, and that's it, which is fine. But
It is a trip. It is not a forever thing. You will do better in the future.
I know I've actually lost 10 pounds since I've started this whole keto thing, which I'm quite happy about. I'm down to like
Congrats.
186, which
Good
is
for you.
I think the lowest I've been in a while. Like, oh damn. So
Good job.
thank you. So I mean, yes, one day I screwed up, but I'm back on track. So hopefully it's just like okay, whatever. And hopefully like the going slightly above 20 grams of carbs is like, hey, my body's like, oh hey, I know what to do with these now. Don't use them and blah blah blah. And yeah. If that makes any sense.
But back to the thing.
Yes.
So everybody gets together. You get whatever paperwork you would need to, like, properly bring this guy in, and you all head back to the storefront
God dang it.
that Heaven's Nightmare is located at. And I can't stand your ass, Ori.
You know, I quoted that like maybe 10 minutes ago at another friend. Take ass and kick names. Wait.
I give up.
But you all like step into the front area, and you see that the guy that was in the window earlier is still there.
Oh, the receptionist?
Mhm.
I guess politely go in and be like, I'd like to see your manager.
He looks up. It's like, welcome back.
Thanks.
Yeah, let me see if he's in. Hold on. You see him stand up and walk towards the back area. Obviously Ori, but anyone else that's like watching him and tracking him, give me perceptions.
Perception.
You want my actual perception?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool.
Well,
I wasn't sure if you wanted like passive perception or what. Because my passive would have been better. You know what? No. You know what? I'm going to spend a PP on this. I don't care.
You know what? I'm also gonna spend a PP.
Do it.
I don't
Do
remember where my PP is.
In class.
Oh
Fuck.
shit!
Thank you.
'Cause I
That
just
sounded
looked up-
horrible, damn it. Alright.
Oh,
Alright.
that's it.
Liana, you're distracted.
Ha!
Good job.
Ooh.
Did that squawk come from Ori?
No.
No.
Okay.
No, I said the
heard
ha.
it when everybody else's like voice. I was like, oh my. Go Ori.
So, Mark and Ori
Yeah.
are able to like just like properly track this guy. Everyone's able to see where he's walking and stuff, but no one's really truly paying attention except for those two. You see him walk back towards the manager's office, and the light is on in the room, but he walks in. He's back there for a couple minutes. You see him like walk out, look around, go talk to somebody else. They have a short conversation, and then you see him walking back towards the front window.
Oh, get him. Get him.
Not even here.
When he gets back to the front window, he says, sorry to say, he's actually apparently out on assignment.
When will he be back?
Not sure. They sent him a city or two over. It's a bigger monster than we usually handle came in, and it's kind of his expertise. That's kind of why he's getting
Can I
paid
do
the
an
big bucks.
insight?
Yeah.
Also
Did
want
you
to
use
do an
that?
insight.
God Damn it!
This sounds sketch as heck.
Do it. Dang it!
Roll inside.
Anybody listening can roll it.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a marsh.
It's not in the cards today, guys.
So I had that.
There you go, Grits.
It's my elf ears. It's my special elf ears. Or thinking, I don't know. Can't see shit, but I can understand things.
So, Ori, Liliana, and Driss all get the feeling that this guy's pretty legit. Marsh is somewhat distracted by someone in the back that's assembling a rifle. He's like, "Oh, that's a cool thing."
Accurate.
But yeah, you all get the feeling that he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, not really sure when he'll be back. It could be like today. I don't know. Like it could be tomorrow. I don't know.
Who's second in charge?
He looks around because DM is prepared, right?
Right.
I guess Chuck is.
Can we
Second.
talk to Chuck real quick?
Sure.
Out of character,
you.
did we get this guy's business card?
Which guy?
The manager.
I think we did, yeah.
You asked for one.
Oh, no, we didn't. I don't think no.
No one has ever mentioned business card until today.
Yeah, no. we
I'm
didn't.
gonna ask the receptionist if I could have the manager's business card.
He points to like the little, like the glass partition, and there's a tray that says like, Bukai Koji, sitting there. District manager.
I'm gonna take it and kind of like scoot towards the back of the group and start messing with my Gladys and trying to get some information on him.
Okay.
Namely
What in particular are
being
you looking for?
Huh?
Yeah. What in
What?
particular are you looking for?
Address and also license plate.
Jesus.
Give me a second. Sweet. I don't have a sheet for him. Okay. Okay. Roll me a investigation, or not investigation, a Gladys check with int. Okay, so you're able to dig up a little bit of information on him. The first thing that pops up is like a book face profile for him.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You see that like in the jobs area, it's listed that he works for Heaven's Nightmare. You see pictures of him like at the beach, like supposedly jogging. Things of like like, action and adventure and social life. You know, the usual. You do a bit more digging, looking around. You see pictures of the inside of his apartment, but you can't really tell where it is.
Gotcha.
And he doesn't have anything like listed blatantly that you can find as a like street address or anything.
No pictures of his car?
No pictures of his car.
Damn. Alright.
Also, I hate that name. I hate Chuck's name. I'm getting rid of it. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's not Chuck. But y'all want to talk to the second in command?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
They point you at a dwarf fellow sitting at a bench. Seems to be like polishing. I hate this. Seems to be polishing a sword, and he lets you through the back door and says, "Yeah, just go over there and talk to Braun. He's second in command." But you head over towards, like I said, a dwarf man. Little placard at his like bench has his name on there. It's Brondruk Giantfoot. But he looks up at you as you all approach. Can I help you?
Liliana's gonna offer her hand to shake. Hi, my name is Liliana Storm. I'm with Section 9. I have a couple of questions. We were hoping to get the main guy here, but looks like he's out on a mission. We were wondering if we could use some of your time, if you could help us with some stuff.
If I can help, I'll try to.
Okay. Is there like a room we can talk to? We can talk to in private, or?
Suppose since Kai isn't here, could use his office.
Okay. Thank you.
Head over to the office.
Okay.
Yay.
Oh God, no. I hate it. Oh.
No, that one doesn't end in that. Damn it. How dare you shun me like this? Oh, that's why it's a Facebook fucking post. Yeah, I can't find the other one that I wanted to troll with, but whatever. It's fine. But yeah, he leads you to the office and closes the door behind him.
And then, learning from her mistakes, Liliana's gonna look over to Ori and you're like, Ori, do you want to take this?
Sure.
Promptly throws under bus.
Right?
Promptly under the bus. Or not. I can take this. I know you had a couple of questions for him, and I do too. I just want to know if you want to go first or you want me to go first.
I can go first.
Okay.
So I guess I sit down and face Mr. Giantfoot.
He's sitting patiently at the desk.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring up the same old picture of the truck, van, whatever it was, and say, do you recognize these people? I guess just start with. I'd like to ask you some questions if you feel comfortable with that.
He gestures around to the office. I did say I'd help if I could.
And okay, then I would show the picture and then be like, "Hey, do you recognize these guys?"
He looks at the picture. And he's like, no, I can't say that I do.
Okay.
Insight check.
You're welcome to roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, reading his body language, looking at him, like he looks like he's actually straining and thinking about it, and he can't seem to like pinpoint who these people are.
Okay. How long have you worked for Evan's Nightmare?
About 4 years.
Is there a high turnover rate for employees?
I mean, every company has people that piss dirty, but pretty much name of the game is kill the thing you're trying to kill or it kills you. So I guess you could say yes.
That makes sense.
I've gotten lucky and I've killed all the things trying to kill me so far.
Congratulations, I guess.
He just shrugs.
What am I trying to ask? Are you able to divulge any information about where insert boss's name is.
All I know is that he was called out on assignment. I can't really say where, but they said he was going to deal with. Give me 1 second.
Uh-huh.
Said he was going to go deal with a coven of hags somewhere out in the mountains.
Deal with hags where?
Somewhere out in the mountains.
Okay. Is it common for him to go out in the field like that?
Depends on the mission, but it's not uncommon.
Gotcha.
Everybody's here to work.
Yeah. Do you recognize this person? And I show him the picture of Haida.
He looks the picture over. He's like, no, can't say that.
Insight check that.
Sure.
22. Oh yes.
Damn.
Completely sincere. No idea who she is.
Okay.
I don't like this. Maybe the memory was modified. I don't know. It just this is all out of character. I don't know. Like first command doesn't tell second command anything. Like I don't know about that.
Out of character, if you were doing dirt and you didn't know who you could trust, would you tell everybody?
Mm-hmm.
How about I at least tell the person second in charge what's going
Would
on?
you, though?
Yeah.
Would you?
I don't know.
Wait, if you were doing dirt and like no one else knew, would you tell someone?
Pretty much.
No. I don't trust people.
What was I gonna say? Are there
I'm
any?
not sure what that rolled again. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Oh, D20 was being weird and rolled again for me, and I didn't want to.
Oh. Do you, we've gotten some information that there are some people in your group that work other mercenary jobs, as well as Heaven's Nightmare. Would you be able to give us any more information on who those people might be?
We usually don't try to personally associate with other organizations. We don't frown upon it because you got to get paid, but we don't keep record of it.
So you haven't heard of anybody talking about something of that nature?
It's more of a don't ask, don't tell kind of situation.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm sure somebody could give you info, but I'm not at liberty to say.
I'm honestly not sure where to go with this. Out of character.
I can't think of any other questions to help you, Corey. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Pretty much telling me what I expected.
Yeah.
A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you saw through me when we first started campaign.
I guess I would say that I don't know if I don't know, out of character. Should we tell this guy that we're trying to get a hold of the boss guy?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Honestly. Like, I personally don't think we should, because it's like if he hasn't hightailed it out of Section 9, people are looking for him, he's definitely going to hightail it out of here.
Yeah.
Do y'all want some words of encouragement?
Yeah.
Nothing you tell this guy will change the outcome of what's happened.
Uh-huh.
What?
Nothing we tell this guy will change the outcome of what has already happened.
Okay.
I still wouldn't tell him. Just keep the information we have close. Kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm just informing the players, not the characters.
Say that again, Will? I'm sorry.
I'm just informing the players, not the characters.
Right.
Yeah, that was Marsha's perspective anyways, though. It's just like, keep it close to heart regardless.
Yeah. I don't know, this guy seems genuinely okay.
Folding chair?
You know.
Did you have your own folding chair?
Do I recognize any like tattoos that might be, I don't know, affiliated with any like one gang or another?
I mean, you're welcome to roll investigation on him, just like to stare him down while you're talking with him.
Accidentally rolls intimidation.
Looking him over, you see that he has a lot of tattoos on the parts of his body that you can see. Like, basically the parts that aren't covered with like wiry hair and beard.
Jesus, Will, you're gonna kill me. Was not expecting that
Gosh.
You do like place that he has a pretty nice dragon tattoo on the underside of his forearm. But you don't see anything that jumps out that would be like gang affiliated or like even Heaven's Nightmare affiliated. Just has a lot of tattoos mixed in.
I want to
blended
compliment him on the dragon tattoo at some point in conversation.
He like glances at his arms like, yeah, it's one of my favorites actually.
Pretty sick. Where'd you get done, man?
Where was it? Was it in this country? I don't fucking know. God. I'll get back to you. I'll keep thinking on it.
If you're saying something, I think you cut out.
I got so many, man. Like the head to foot, everywhere. You're muted. You were muted for me. I heard everybody.
Wait, I think Discord's messing up.
Yay!
I think Discord's messing up.
Yeah, because you were talking and nothing was coming through, but I could hear you in the house.
Same, actually.
Weird. It's okay now.
But what I was saying is he's gonna think on it, trying to remember where he got it done because he's not even sure if it was on this continent. But he was saying that he's got a lot of them done, covered head to foot, basically.
Very cool.
And the more you look at him, you do see that he has like some tattoos creeping out from the underside of his beard.
Okay, all right.
But yeah.
Okay. Alright, but none that are like, oh, this is the Black Hand. Oh, this is this.
No, none that you see.
Okay. I don't know, guys. This guy's pretty chill. I don't know what to go. Like, I don't know what to do.
we're not going to get much of anything from him. So I think
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
should be
I
it.
think you just like thank him for his time, and
Yeah.
we'll check back later. And if you have
Yeah.
any questions, you can contact us at, and then we can leave.
Yeah.
Did
they
you want me to
say-
leave a message for Kai for when he gets back?
Great.
Do we though?
Yeah. I want to leave a message. I
Okay.
want to leave a message for this punk. I'm saying this out of character.
Okay. What's the message?
Oh, is what's his face still in the room?
Who?
The second command guy.
Yeah, that's who asked the question.
Okay. Tell him, I'm going to say this in character to Leanna. The message is, we appreciate the present you gave us. Give us a call so we can send you a thank you gift.
He looks at you kind of quizzical and was like, okay.
Oh, what I mean. You'll
Number
know.
that I can give to him?
Here's my cell number.
Okay.
Liliana's gonna need a work phone number and a person, right? You're gonna get prank calls up the butt.
That was scary. I like it.
Liliana's just done. Liliana's already
spooky.
super annoyed right now.
I bet.
Uh-huh.
Because not only did he almost kill her friends, who are you guys, but he got innocent animals in the fight, and she's just pissed off from that. So she's just done.
We saved the one puppy.
We did save the one puppy. The puppy's now at PTSD. So
Are they innocent animals if they're working dogs?
yes, because they're
Those
doing only
crocodiles
doing
were
what they were
innocent,
trained
Will.
to do.
Those crocodiles are magical, so I don't give a fuck about
Doesn't
that.
matter. Still traumatized about that
There's
monkey.
never a bad dog. There are bad
Elves are
owners.
magical, Will. Are you saying they don't deserve rights?
Say what?
Because house elves are magical, they don't deserve rights?
You said hellhounds?
House elves.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck spew. Give me my goddamn slave right now.
Gee.
You think you know a person.
No,
I
I
know,
accepted
right?
this.
You married him, Ori. Goodness.
I know.
What?
What does that say about me?
The true tyrant.
What'd you say, Ryan?
If one puppy isn't enough, there's many other villagers.
That's not what we're talking about.
You never really know somebody until you marry them.
That's no kidding.
Shots fired.
That's because he loves you. That's why.
I may or may not have just put a hole in the fake wood of my desk.
Wow. Leave
Anyway.
your desk alone.
It wasn't on purpose.
Yeah, sure.
I'm juggling a screwdriver. Of course it wasn't on purpose.
Oh my god. I can't
You're asking
stand
for
you.
trouble.
Put it down.
I have to keep my hands busy.
Put
Or
it
start-
away.
I have to keep my hands busy or I start doing terrible things to you guys as characters.
Do something less pointy.
I
I
have
don't
nothing.
want to know anymore. I don't want to know.
Okay, but getting back into not character, you do leave a message for Makai,
Mhm.
and you leave your cell phone number.
Yeah, I do. He knows how to get a hold of me.
He knows what he did.
He knows what he did.
All right. That being said, he escorts you all to the door. And if that's all y'all got,
Yeah.
Anticlimactic.
had to be done.
And then as they get out of the building and they like get far enough where the people inside really don't see reaction, then Liana's gonna put her hands to her face, going, "Oh my god, I just did that. I blacked out. I didn't realize what I was doing until I did it. Oh my god, what did I do?"
Because of the message or leaving the number?
both. I just
Presumably-
threatened I just threatened some powerful guy.
Presumably, Ilon would like awkwardly pat your shoulder.
You were not wrong.
There's like wind coming through somebody's microphone.
Me, I'm sorry, I have a fan on.
Oh, you're okay. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you.
So, all right. So maybe we should go look like some information digging. That's about all I got.
Look into what?
Information digging, like I was proposing in chat.
Yes.
Because I'm like, based on what we have, we really can't go and like investigate too much further. We don't have any proof really. Because we're clearly dealing with the peons, and they don't know anything, or at least they don't know enough to be able to tell us anything.
Go hunt down hags ourselves.
It's tempting.
Just go find hags.
We're gonna go find some hags.
Oh my
Go
god.
find this dude.
You said they're mountains,
And
right?
it's
So we're gonna
hags.
go north or south.
We took care of the hags. Now come talk with us.
I mean, you're welcome to go find some hags and just start shit, but that's on y'all, man.
God.
I'm not gonna stop you.
You're just going, yes, yes, do it.
Challenge rating 12. God. I don't even know what a hag's challenge rating is.
I'm actually looking it up now. I rolled the encounter, and I'm like, all right, that's a solid number.
Oh God.
I just picture the hags from Skyrim. Are they the same in D&D?
Basically, yeah.
God. Hags in Skyrim are terrifying.
They are, and it's like I guess they're powerful, but they're just terrifying looking.
Yeah, they are.
It just depends on which one that I put y'all up against, but it can be anywhere from a challenge rating 3 or 5 or 2. You know,
Okay.
it's fine. But like 6 or 7 of them.
Oh.
Well.
That's why I said a coven of hags.
Oh, a coven. Oh,
Well,
dear
go play with
God,
your
no.
screwdriver again, okay? And stop trying to kill the party.
I'm just telling you where they said he went. He went to go deal with a coven of hags up in the mountains somewhere. They don't know where.
Cover. Sorry.
God. Did he go by himself?
Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't ask questions like that.
God damn it. Flip tables.
Doesn't matter.
What's
Yes!
happened has happened.
If we have to fight this guy, he can take on the whole coven by himself. Oh God.
I can snipe his ass. Just give me the possibility for it, okay?
The boss is actually a challenge rating 30.
Jesus.
Spoiler alert, guys. This guy is not important because I didn't even make a character sheet for him. He just has a name.
Oh. Damn.
Spoiler alert.
We're
Spoiler
helping you
alert.
make a big bad guy here. You
Huh?
thought you had a bad guy? No, we got a bigger bad guy now.
I fucking
You're
love it.
not peer pressuring me into giving you a bigger bad guy than the bad guy. Fuck out of here.
The bad guy is actually a bad girl.
Or
Actually, no, the bad guy is the Asian guy from fucking Altered Carbon because I like him.
Kovacs?
Yes,
Oh
the
my
original,
God.
not the white guy Kovacs.
I love
Kovac.
it. Wait, the original or the
The original actual
secondary?
Asian. The actual Asian.
Fuck. That's racist.
But he was actual Asian, then he got body swapped, and now he's a fucking like white guy.
God.
You can't prove me wrong because it actually fucking happened.
Well, no, we're not having an altered carbon conversation in the middle of game because I will talk for hours. Stop it. Okay.
Going back to Gabe.
Damn you.
Every game, video game, whatever needs a badass Asian. In thread, in conversation.
Anyways. I was gonna joke that the big bad evil guy is actually the Sphinx cat that I tased. Now trying to get revenge.
Okay, well then, who's older? My dad or your mom? My dad, okay.
Alright, so, what information are we're gonna dig up? Almer / Ori, we're going to dig up some information on the original headquarters of the Heaven's Nightmare, right?
My thought was just to look up and see if you can find any fishy information, like trade deals,
Okay.
News of things that they've been involved with, things like that. See if you can find anything, not necessarily just like headquarters, but just with Heaven's Nightmare in general. That's what I was thinking, because it's just like we're not entirely sure what they're into. Clearly, they're up to something, but we don't know what.
Right. Yeah.
See if there's any other organizations affiliated with them. That was a really good question that you had. Yeah.
Yeah, I could ask my contact some questions, possibly, maybe, and also look on the dark web. You know.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think Heaven's Nightmare hasn't been around a terribly long time, right? Well,
It hasn't. And I keep fucking the years up. I know I do, but whatever. They've been around at least 5 years now.
Okay. We'll do our best to help you not remember that.
Yeah. That's all I ask. So Ori's doing that. Marsh, I'm assuming you're going through with your idea to look into the necromantic magic.
yeah, I want to look further into that, see if I can find any connection. It might be interesting if we can look up and see if there's any Black Hand activity in Fortuna. By the way, I made a note of that a couple sessions back, too. Just throwing that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I believe there is. I feel like my contact and I have been talking about that slightly.
That might have been where it came from then.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I don't.
Go do a job.
I'm not sure what. I don't have any suggestions for Driss and Liliana otherwise, though.
Do it, Leon. I believe in you.
I mean, if Marsh in the mind just can tag along with them.
Yes, I like that idea. How many days has it been since we went and interviewed Hayuda and her roommate?
I feel like it's been maybe a day and a half.
Yeah, it hasn't been terribly long.
Okay. So not enough time for me to text her roommate and be like, yo, questions. How are things going? Got it.
Okay. So
I
I got something for Liliana. I got something for Ori and Marsh and Driss. Okay, cool.
You are quiet.
Sorry, I was mumbling speaking, but yeah. I got something for everybody. Are you planning on trying to do that today, Liliana? Going to get info? Okay, that means I should probably figure out what time of day it is. Because I don't remember.
Where are we? Oh, probably right here, huh?
I'm on the wrong map. Hold on. Probably right where?
Right there.
In the area that.
Then I'm gonna go back to my apartment so I can do a little bit better research on my computer. I should get like a +1 because computer versus phone is like night and day when it comes to research.
Yep.
I
Or even like
petition.
a laptop versus a computer.
Yeah. I don't know. Those are pretty comparable. But yeah, you would think that there would be like no problem with mobile sites versus an actual website, but there are
Oh, good
still even some big companies that have problems, like major problems with their mobile sites. To be honest, there are actually some companies that still have major problems with their websites. But anyways, looking at you, Claire's.com.
Leave that fucking preteen wet store alone.
Is it really
Yeah.
that bad?
God, their website is so horrible.
I've like never gone to the website. I always just go in store.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably about 6 in the afternoon now because I don't know how to tell time anymore in this game.
Yeah. We accomplish so much in a single day sometimes.
Yeah. It's like 6 in the afternoon,
Okay.
so it's still a little bit of daylight if Liliana does want to go through with it today, but it's
Oh yeah.
getting late for social hours.
Oh, yep. Nope. She's still pissed off enough. She's gonna do it.
I'm gonna get other people's stuff out of the way before I jump on yours. Presumably, Ori, you're probably turning in for the night to research and do other things.
Yeah.
Marsh, what is your standpoint?
I'm assuming Section 9 would have better resources than I'd be able to find on the internet, right?
Presumably, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess he would go to Section 9 to do his research.
Okay. So you interest ahead of Section 9. Okay. Ori, give me a investigation, please.
Yeah. Beep boop. I didn't
Very
need that
nice, very
+1. Okay. Jesus.
That's fine.
Go Ori, go.
Tippity type. Tap tap.
So you go home and you start scouring the web, for intel that you can find on Heaven's Nightmare. A couple things pop up. The first and like most noticeable is like a newspaper-esque article popping up saying that new extermination company like on the rise, chopping at the heels. That's the word I was looking for. Heels of Whispers from the Grave, or of the Grave, whichever their name is.
Train.
Whispers from the Grave. You're right.
Okay. On the rise to be a like top contender. You see other things going a little bit further back, saying that Bruce, like another article saying that they seem to be ruthlessly efficient. Like when we're first starting out, just pretty much things like documenting their rise. Looking at like digging deep, you find things about how when they first started up, they were catching a lot of flack and just attention for hiring like the dishonorable what is the name I'm looking for? What is the word? Dishonorable discharges from like military service and things of that nature. Pretty much taking anybody they could get just to like pad their numbers and get their rise going. The stock never really changed, but just more people started joining to kind of balance out what they were getting in. You don't see anything really like truly negative popping up in the news based on them.
Okay.
And like searching around in the forums to that nature, you don't see anything negative jumping out at you. What were some of the other things that, like, you asked / just mentioned? Because I remember like that was basically one of them. I'm trying to remember what else.
Probably like information about squabbles between Heaven's Nightmare and Whispers of from the Grave. On more like Whispers from the Grave, on more like their darker stuff, you know?
What do you mean darker stuff?
Like
Rumors against them.
whether it's more than just like companies warring, or if it's more like rival gangs warring, I guess.
What you're able to pick up from that, from like the media standpoint, is it looks like it's a company war. It's not a turf war as a like two opposing gangs.
Gotcha.
Because they are legitimate businesses. They're not like mafia
Not like the Black Hand
style. Yeah, they're not mafia style companies. They're legitimate business in multiple locations, but there's no like actual gang affiliation that you're seeing in the media sense. Which, if there was anything, the media would eat that up.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sure like information about them is in the news though. About them like taking out a hag like group, like things like that. Like I don't know, stuff that people would write about. Anything extraordinary? Anything suspicious?
Extraordinary things. Yeah, you see things popping up from both. Both groups boast that like they can and if need be will take down full blood dragons. They like take on large like Leviathan-esque fucking sea creatures. Like the one of note that pops out at Ori immediately is they were able to take down what is listed as a guardian naga.
Oh.
And the mages that summon them to like terrorize a town. Wasn't cheap, but they were able to do it.
Am I able to find any information on the founder of Heaven's Nightmare?
They have the founder listed as a dwarf woman named Slippery Serpent.
Okay.
You're able to find that she started the organization not long after her military career. Give me a Gladys check. Okay. As you're looking up info on the founder, you see that a lot of the information, like the things that are readily public knowledge there that she served in the military, are there, but you see that a lot of things have been redacted.
A
And
lot
you're
of
not
things are what?
have been redacted.
Okay.
And you're not quite able to break through the filters and actually read that redacted information.
Is there any way to like log into Section 9 stuff and look at it like that way?
Going through those channels, you're still unable to look at it.
What does protected mean? That they're just hidden? That they're altered?
Blacklined. Government blacklined.
Okay.
The information thing in the SCP.
And so I don't have a high enough clearance to be able to
Basically, yeah.
view that. Can I try and hack my way in?
That's what the Gladys check was for.
No!
I already
Okay.
knew that you would want to do it.
I'm glad you know me. Okay. Do. Is it possible to do a search on like missing tieflings in the area? And by in the area, I mean within, I don't know, 100 miles.
You're able to do it. What's your search criteria?
What do you mean?
Like 100 miles. Like how recently are you looking for missing?
Within the last month. See if Hyuta is the only one or if there have been others.
In the past month, you see a lot of people that just are reported missing. But looking at the list of them, you see that 5 of those people out of you computer, that's not what I wanted. 5 of the people out of like 40 have been tiefling.
Are there any other traits in the missing people, like in general? I don't know. Do people have to register as wearers in this world?
There's not a registry per se, because I'm not going to put the legwork into doing that. People are afraid of what they don't know, but they're not going full on like Holocaust, like you must be registered kind of deal.
Right.
So no.
Okay. Also, I was thinking more Animega status, you know, how you have to register your animal and stuff. Okay. So, is it like a general mix of people?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, how many actually came back or are still missing?
Yeah, I mean, I guess how many of those were actually found? Have they been found? I wonder. Or are
So
these
5
all still active cases?
But 5 were tiefling? Is that what we were leading into?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of the 41 like cases reported, 36 of them have been closed, some for various reasons.
Okay. I guess that's something to keep note of, maybe. Maybe I should have gone to Section 9 to do this.
You always could.
Huh?
You always could.
This
Later
is a
on.
worries night.
I'm just saying, it's like you always could try later on too.
Yeah, true. Can I message my contact?
We'll save that for the morning.
Okay.
Jess, do you want to go next, or do you want Katie to go?
Either or. Katie, you want to Rochambeau? Okay, 1 sec then.
Somebody throwing keys.
Okay, I go first.
Okay.
I love it.
She looks so startled.
All I heard, like, as soon as you got up, was sound of, like, someone's keys being dropped, so I'm now headcanon that you threw keys at her and then came back and said, I go first.
Oh my god. It's exactly what happened, Will.
Right in the eye. It's a shame she doesn't wear glasses. I might have saved her.
Damn.
Some people think scars are sexy, Kate.
Credit Moses or Krogan.
Alright, get the fuck out of here, Garrus.
Stop! Whatever.
I might be the only person in game that gets that reference.
Probably.
I'm not sure what Liliana's played.
Mass Effect 2 rules.
Okay. My question is, am I able to utilize Marcy or no?
Say again?
Am I able to utilize Marcy to get, like, as for looking for information too?
No.
Okay.
So I guess they got some little silly rod that goes
So where are you starting? How are you starting this out? And Driss/Gia, how are you helping?
Oh, you're helping me? Okay.
I was just tagging along. I don't quite know. Would Driss have any like knowledge about like anything like pertaining to this whole like thing?
Depends on which part of the thing you're talking about.
The hold on, going back and looking through, like anything like necromantic or anything like that.
What I'm planning on looking into is like necromantic energy and what identifies it as necromantic energy.
Yeah.
Like we're from things that are known to have necromantic energy, like constructs, flesh golems, etc. Ori had mentioned about changelings, what they would be perceived as with detect magic, stuff like that. So it's like not so much going into the process of necromantic energy, but just things that associate with it to potentially see if there's any flags that I can look further into.
Okay, do you think, I'm trying to think of if Driss would have any like knowledge from like where she grew up, like what she may have like learned or studied growing up, as you know, young girl like in like a fucking like royal household. She got bored and just studies whatever the fuck she can figure out, But
Your particular background as far as necromancy stuff goes, I'm gonna say no.
yeah, that's what I thought. So,
The Underdark is weird, but it's not that weird.
huh? What'd you say? Last
I said,
thing?
the Underdark is weird, but it's not that weird.
Okay, so would she be like kind of useless in this situation and just kind of like tagging along to like try and like be helpful?
I'm not gonna say useless. There are things you could potentially do to help. It's just this
Just
isn't your area of expertise.
Yeah. I guess she would just like talk to Marsh and be like, "Hey, if there's anything you specifically want me to try and like research, like I will go and do that." Like just to try and get like more like information, so I can like help take some of the burden off of you instead of having to like research all of this stuff.
Okay. I guess. Could she look into like the simple things of just like changelings, flesh golems, constructs, things like that? I'm not really sure how to break it up without like diving in first.
Yeah. But she can definitely like start like doing her research and whatnot. Those things like just kind of like looking into like each of those things. So yeah.
Because I feel like asking like, okay, what is necromancy?
You cut out there.
Broke up, yeah.
Of life,
All we heard was what is necro, and then you cut off, and then something.
Life.
I'm sorry, it's breaking up. I said like the asking a question that's so abstract of like what is necromantic energy, like what classifies it, where does it come from, that kind of thing. I'm like, that's a pretty very very broad question.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure how to direct Driss without Marsh looking into stuff to get a direction.
Two things you could do. If you can't directly, and this is me cheesing this rule, if you can't directly have something for her to straight up research, to like get a investigation roll from her, you can have her help you like dig deep into certain subjects and help you probably find what could be interesting things, i.e. mechanically give the help action.
Okay. Could we do that and then like then separate from there?
Like
Yeah.
Potentially, I'm really stretching the help rule for that one, but I'll let it go for this one.
So if you allow it, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you investigating then, Marsh?
I specifically want to look into necromantic energy and what it identifies it as necromantic energy, like the basis of it, because I want to see what for else could be classified as necromantic energy, like the types of magic, the types of science and research.
Okay.
You ready for the roll?
Yes.
Are we doing this one too then?
No, just one person rolls, but with advantage. So the 24. So you dig around in the library, like, of Section 9. And for a little bit, it takes you like a minute to like find exactly where you need to go. But then once you figure out the section that you're looking for, like the topics that you're looking for, it starts breaking it down a little bit. What really helps you out is because I just love the idea of this. You end up finding like a Fallout-esque little video where it was like a 1950s like little info reel where it's saying necromancy. Is it understood or just like, or is it misunderstood or is it helpful? And it has just like one of those like infomercial videos.
Yes.
But throughout it, it gives little tidbits of information saying that necromancy is a scary and yet understood form of magic in the sense that it is usually associated with people just like raising the dead and like causing zombie apocalypses and things of that nature. That's what it was used for back in the quote dark ages before like technology and shit blew up. But there are also some like useful things. It references a spell that I don't have the name of. Oh shit.
His DM is prepared.
Always prepared. Always.
I always do this to you, El. Like, you work so hard.
God, what the fuck is the name of that? It's a useful spell, but I just can't remember what it is.
You got these. You can do it.
I have an easier way of doing this. Give me a second. Because I forgot that this site was a thing. School. That. But yeah, it points out like spells like Spare the Dying. That's considered necromancy. False Life, which like actually boosts your health if you're in a pinch. Like things like that. It's not all just animate dead and bestow curse. So it can go both ways, and it can be even like useful things like Revivify for people that are like have actually passed but need or are given a second chance. So it's a misunderstood magic, and it just depends on how you use it.
So, if somebody were to use a spell like Revivify, like, does that magic, like residual magic, linger?
It can. I'm hoping that I came through when I said it can.
Yes, I wrote it down. Could I look further into that? Of like, are there? I'm sure there might be like cases or like documentation, right?
Yeah. Once you like start hearing this, you ask Driss to start like go looking for like various instances where this may have been a thing. And Driss is able to help you find cases where like certain people were just like, I'm not gonna say ousted, but caught flack behind trying to enter what would be considered like a hallowed area, and they weren't able to enter for some reason or another. And upon like further like digging on this particular person, they found out that in some way, shape, or form they had some necromantic energy about them, preventing them from like entering areas like this where they are upstanding people. Nothing bad per se has happened, or they've done anything bad. It's just that somehow this energy is connected to them, be it through, say, a Revivify, and they've been listed as like magically quote tainted beings.
Is this definition like a permanent thing then? Like once they're tainted, they can't be untainted, kind of thing? Don't know.
That one's muddy, and no one can give a clear answer.
That's fine.
Elves have been debating this for centuries.
Can I look at more into revivify in regards to, like, okay, they're revived from death. Like, how does that affect the psyche, the mental capacity, the, like the body? This is getting really complex, and I don't, yeah. Just wondering, like, people with revivify, can it alter memories? Can it alter personalities? Can it,
I see where you're going with it, and I understand why you're digging into it.
Okay. What level is Revivify? Do you know it offhand?
I'm literally looking at it. It's 3rd level.
Thank you. Really? It's that low?
Right? I think the one you're thinking of is Resurrection.
It was just like, wait. Because Resurrection, you're able to do a time after. Revivify has to be fairly recently.
Yeah, no more than a century and can't die of old age. And the soul has to be free and willing. But yeah, between Revivify, Resurrection, and Reincarnate, which Reincarnate is not necromancy, apparently. It's probably divine. Anyway, as far as people looking into like the psyche of people, there've been no real reported cases of people that were brought back through Revivify being truly different. Like, yes, they died, so there's something about their mentality and psyche that has changed, but nothing that seemed drastic that was undue toward how they perished, basically. So, like a skydiver that fucking didn't deploy chute. Like, he gets brought back, no longer a skydiver. Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So, nothing's been reported where it's saying that the person drastically changed or lost memories.
Can I look into other things that use the necromantic energy? Like we said, flesh golem constructs, I think you even said, like, has some connection even though they're dead or like not living.
That nature.
Yeah. Like other research that's been done besides just the spell.
Like, obviously, a couple things pop up for animate dead. Like, are they considered proper beings? And there's a whole city dedicated to them.
Really?
Yeah, I like that idea. It's getting put in.
It's kind of creepy.
It's actually kind of neat. If I find the post, I'll send it to you. But in vague detail, it's a city, not necessarily on this continent because I don't know where it is yet. But there's a city that instead of like quote, burial plots, like they do still have burial plots, instead of just like letting the dead do their thing, they look at it as more of a respect and helpful thing, where after a certain amount of time, you're allowed to like exhume willing people's remains and animate them to help perform jobs like in tasks. But it's a whole system set up for like taking care of the bones. Can't have any flesh on it. Blah blah blah. Things of that. But yeah, it's a city that people are keeping an eye on to make sure nothing goes wrong. But it seems to be working well.
Okay.
As far as flesh golems, there's nothing good to say about those.
Go on, Will. Give us some chills.
Everyone hates them.
Yes.
Everyone hates them. Not even generally, like exclusively frowned upon. If like caught or believed to be working on one is a like highly punishable offense.
Okay.
But yeah, they're like you said, bad juju.
Because flesh golems are pretty much just like a Frankenstein creature, right? That's yeah.
Taking bits and pieces of things, either willing or not, grafting them together and giving them a semblance of sentience.
Okay. And all the spells that you listed, the Revivify and Resurrection, the spirit has to be willing to return, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
I didn't want to look it up. That's why I'm asking.
No. Revivify the spirit does not have to be willing. Resurrection the spirit does have to be willing.
Okay.
And what's this? Yeah, other than Raise Dead or Anime Dead, those are the only other ones.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually not bad. Raised Dead is considered a good one. Anime Dead is probably a bad one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, depending on the context of bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
But did you want to do any more research this night?
trying to think what else I'm into. Anybody else want to throw something at me?
You were looking for necromancy in hopes to find something about possibly Hyuda being raised from the dead and
Pretty much.
bringing back parts of her.
Yep. I think you were gone for most of the time that we were talking. Pretty much
Okay.
Will was outlining that necromancy is misunderstood magic, that it's not all bad. Like there's spells like Revivify and Resurrect. And the potential that when these spells are used, that necromantic energy may linger afterward. Will says that there is no reported cases of a drastic change in personality or loss of memories after like a death and like being resurrected.
Okay.
Then we looked further into like Anime Dead and Flesh Golem stuff, but then we looked further into like Animate Dead and Flesh Golems, but
Right.
that tackled my questions. Makes me wonder what they're testing on Hyuda. That's really
really.
poor woman.
What spell was it modified? Do you remember that the doctor used on her? Restoration?
Give me a sec. I'll look it up. Regenerate.
I just remember that they used a modified spell
Yeah, they use regenerate spell to improve. It's a improved healing procedure. So, depending on what they're testing her, and like, okay, let's say she dies, then they gotta probably, I don't know. I'm assuming like if you use like regenerate, like or revivify, does that like heal the body? So like, let's say you lose an arm and you died because you bled out. Yeah, like does it fix that, or you got to heal them to fix the arm?
Specifically, Revivified does not restore missing body parts.
Okay, so well, there you go.
Come back with 1 hit point, and you immediately probably die again, but you're not dead.
But you could be healed to have like the bleeding stemmed or poison like neutralized, etc. Okay.
You're not dead, but you're dead.
But you're dying.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, that's so yeah.
I guess we could see if there are any mentions of necromantic groups in the area that we could be on the lookout for, maybe? Well, it's probably like, oh god, more information I have to get.
Yeah, randomizers save me. We could. Yeah.
Either that or we are right on the trail of where we need to be. But he will never tell us.
Mm-mm.
How dare he?
I'm pretty good about that.
Yeah.
No. Other than possibly looking for notes of necromancers in the area or people that would know more about necromantic magic, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we could actually find somebody that does that sort of thing on the down low and ask them, would this be a thing?
You mean like a cleric of a church?
Yeah.
I mean that,
that's probably the best place to find it, because I'm like gonna find like a group on the down low. Yeah, we could look into that.
Yeah.
But
maybe might be worth a look. I don't know.
Hell, you probably got some people at hospitals that use necromantic energy.
Absolutely.
I mean, we probably have some healers in Section 9 that use necromantic energy.
Like they said, it's not all bad. It can be useful.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that. Yeah. You just assume it's bad. It's all circumstantial.
Most of it's bad. That's not even a question. It's not all of it's bad. But is that march for the night?
Yeah, that's march for the night.
Okay.
Thanks for the help, Dress. How long did it take?
See, everybody parted ways around 6, so you probably got back to Section 9 around 6:30, Marsh and Triss. Y'all are probably researching easily until 10.
Okay.
Like, you're free to do anything after that you want, but just like, remember what time it is.
That's why I'm asking what time it was.
Liliana, you're looking for the doctor. And if I remember correctly, the doctor has terrible hours, and he's on his way home.
He does have terrible hours, yeah.
I feel like he was putting like 6 to 6s or something like that. It was bullshit, but it's god awful hours.
Give me a sec, I can tell you. Well, I probably wrote it down somewhere, but he did. He had shitty hours.
Realistic hours, but shitty all the same.
They were just like nighttime hours. He had the night shift pretty much.
I thought he had the day shift, but it was just a really long day. I can't remember. best DM right here, yo.
Oh, I didn't write down the time. Oh well.
Yeah, if you're looking for the doctor, how do you find him?
I'm leaving. See you later. Bye. Quick question, actually.
So you head to the hospital. Um, why do I not have notes? Why am I like this? Uh, roll me a D100. Katie? Roll me a D100. So when you get to the hospital and you get to the reception to get checked in and see if he's there, you're talking to the front clerk and you ask for him by name, and she says she'll look it up, see if he's in the building. And after a couple moments of searching, she looks back to you and says that he's not actually in. Seemed he's already left for the night.
That's fine.
Okay, go ahead and try and persuade. She responds back by saying that it would be against regulations to give you the page number. If he was giving it, he could do it, but she's not allowed to give that information. Okay, I guess give me a stealth. But you end up heading to a different part of the hospital. And you feel as if you're being fairly sneaky. What do you try to do?
Oh man, not even close.
Danger.
Good. I got it good today. Reenacting a major. Like, she knew it was coming when, like, Charlie brings the bridge, hip hop explosive. Boom! She jumped. Have a good night.
Good night.
So you get into the building, you're wandering around, and you make your way back towards his office, and you see that his door is closed and the lights are out.
I love it.
Do you have thieves' tools?
Transfer everything over.
Okay. I'm truly impressed Liliana's breaking into thing.
I'm trying to figure out where this gumption came from.
She's angry. Don't mess with an angry woman.
You could try the door handle first to see if it's unlocked. Might not even be unlocked because it's part of the hospital. Or it might not be locked.
If you read the spell, it says an unlocked door. So you try to use thaumaturgy and it doesn't open. That's smart, and I like it, but unfortunately my hospitals are smarter because people's health shit is ridiculously important. So you try to cast Mage Hand, and you do successfully cast Mage Hand, but you're trying to have it be on the other side of the door, and as you're envisioning trying like cast it on the other side of the door, you feel that something is blocking your magic from going to that side, and the hand materializes on your side of the door. Because if it's one thing that people in real life and in magic care about, is their information.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Liliana is pissed.
Yeah, she is.
Dare I say it, a tick towards evil pissed.
It was on the table. I don't know where you put it.
I didn't.
Where did you put your clippers? Because it was next to the clippers.
They're over there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, so if that's what you're doing, give me an athletics to kick the door down. They've properly trained you in how to kick in a door. Actually, hold on. Let me think about this for a second, because I forgot that you're not kicking in a house door. You're kicking in a fucking hospital's door. Nah, that would still make that just barely. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, they've taught you how to properly kick in a door and not break your ankle in the process. Kick just to the side of the handle, where the locking stuff is, and the door flies open. You see the metal, like, I don't even know what that would be called. It's not the hinge. The latch of the door frame is bent out a little bit from the kick. But the door is open. And you feel as if your illusion is doing something in front of the camera. Door didn't fall off, it just bent the frame of it. Okay. What do you do next? Okay, what are you looking for? Okay, for what specifically though? Okay. Roll me an investigation. Ooh. Okay. So, I'm feeling that you got a bit of time to look around. You start searching the room, looking for anything that could tie you into, or tie Sarzal into, like you said, selling you out, or any connection to Makai. You're checking his desks and his call logs and anything of that nature. You like go through his contacts as best you can on his phone. The few that he has saved in there, none of them point towards anything that says Heaven's Nightmare or Mukai or anything of that nature. You see that, like looking back, you see the call from Hyuda, but that was like yesterday, I think it was. But you don't see anything that really points to him being another connection of this piece. Yeah, you do see because yeah, remembering back, she did call back, but all you see is call logs. You don't see any data other than that. Um, that being said, the call coming up is the same call that's from her. You see the number like twice is hers. I can't remember what day it was, but you see that she's called twice. But while you're searching for things, looking, uh, you hear the sound of keys jingling and the door handle opening.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little description of his desk. His desk has a hole in it. Okay. So, as the door is beginning to open, uh, You hear the voice of someone say, hospital security, we know you're in here. Put your hands up and come out where I can see you. But the door does not fully open yet. Last warning before I have to enter and use force. Empty pixels, Jess.
Yeah. It was just
All right. Found my toothpaste. Please bring it to Minnesota. Found my toothpaste. Don't worry about it. I'll have to get toothpaste probably tomorrow.
Okay. You could have put it anywhere.
Gonna be of me before he turns on.
The minor illusion is going to be of Liliana under the desk. And she's going to run the fuck out when able. Know what I'm saying?
I do. I'm trying to figure out how he would handle this. Oh, you almost had it, dude. Okay, so he sees as he opens the door, He comes in like taser first, seeing as you hadn't responded. And how does that work?
I didn't put them in there, Ryan.
It says pass. +6 was his.
Just found cakes in there. Good news.
He opens the door up wider, and he's looking at this image, this thing, this person under the desk. And he doesn't turn the light on, but he does have his flashlight drawn on it. And I really hate to do this to you, but he's smart enough to realize that things don't cast shadows, so he's getting a chance at this. God damn it. He shines his light on it, and he's like, put your hands up. And presumably you would, like, make the image react to what he's saying. But as you're doing this, because he has the only light source outside of the hall itself, he's not seeing a shadow on the back wall, so it makes him pause in the door frame. What the fuck? And he looks around in the corner, like, not behind the door yet, but he does look around in the corners trying to see what he sees.
What?
So in before Liliana went rogue randomly. Alright.
Yeah.
So 15-foot cube. Alright, let's see if it's any random civilians out here. D5. Anything other than 2, you're catching. Or anything other than 1 or 2, you're catching civilians with this.
Mm.
Oh man, civilians are squishy. Let me see how much alpha the regular person will have. Hold on. Oh Jesus. Okay.
Hey, at least they're in a hospital, right?
Using this because it's easy. That's for him. He failed. 10 damage on him. He's not outright dead. Okay, what are you considering away from you? Okay, so back out the door. Okay. So he takes the brunt of that hit, and he gets knocked back into the wall. On the other side of the hall. You're expecting to hear this, but what you're not expecting to hear is like somewhat of a scream and a moan, and then a second body also hitting a wall.
Oh.
Yeah, preparing to run out. You run out and you see that there's two bodies. One looks like they're trying to put themselves together and stand up. Looks like the guard that was at the door, and what looks to be a nurse. Or some kind of like hospital staff, I should say, not a nurse. That seems to be lying on the floor with a puddle of blood under them. He gets a parting shot because he did have a taser in hand. This is just a chance. What's your speed? Is it 30? Okay. You can get 30 feet away from him. Okay, that'll make this a little bit harder. This will be at disadvantage then, but he's gonna try and shoot you with a taser. If this does actually hit Ori, would you mind doing some taser damage for me?
Yeah, sure.
I doubt it's gonna hit though. Does a 16 hit Liliana? Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, that's a hit. Ori, can you roll some taser damage for me? D4. That's your strength. I don't want that. So roll a 3. Give me a con check, and you're looking to beat. Give me 1 second. You're looking to beat 15. So you beat the con, so you don't like fall, but you do take 3 like electrical damage. You feel like part of your arm start to go numb, as that's where he caught you. But you're able to fight it off as you like send this blast of like fire back towards him. And go ahead and cast that so I can get some more damage.
One more time?
This is for Liliana.
Okay.
I think a 14 hits them. Yeah, 14 definitely hits. Doesn't make it. That is 28 total. He's not looking good. You didn't have to, but you do you, man. You don't have to take your reaction. Like, if you get hit, you can take a reaction, but you don't have to take a reaction. Yeah, like, I'm all for her going down this murderous route that I have no idea where it came from, but you don't have to take it.
This is bleeding through, Kate. Stuff her away.
Yeah, he's trying to gather himself, and you're, like, rushing for the fastest escape. So give me, give me a survival to find the best way out of this place. Okay, you're able to make your expeditious retreat, start booking it out of this hospital, and you do find a fire escape and, like, rush out. As you get to the ground floor where the door lets out to the outside, you basically kick open that door and fire alarms start blaring, but you start making your way from the hospital. Wait, not Kisa, but yeah. As the do you expand on that at all, like, for the rest of the night?
The anger get the best of me. Oh my.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, while everyone's researching and doing their thing, this group text comes in. Y'all don't have the misfortune of having it brought to you through the fucking news networks.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to locate her phone's GPS?
Yeah.
I would like to say yes, Ori.
Okay. Is it possible that I can try to do that?
Da, 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 da. How long did you run, Kisa? Damn it, Liliana. This is a very Kisa thing to do.
I love how this looks like a group text anyways.
Put you over there because that's 4 minutes of like fast running. Yeah, you place her somewhere in the area of this grid marker, or somewhere between these two.
Okay.
You have to get a little bit closer to pinpoint it exactly.
Or he's gonna call Marsh first
Okay.
and say, I have her location. I'll swing by your place and then we can go pick her up.
What time is it when this happens? He might not be.
This happens. See, y'all. You made it over there by 6:30. Depending on how she got there, which is probably on foot, maybe, I don't know. It's probably around 6:30, 6:45 by the time she got there. All this went down. I'll say it's probably 7:30, 7:45.
Okay. Marsha would just relay that he's at headquarters.
Oh, is he?
I can. Can you send me the coordinates? I can just meet you
Yeah,
there.
I'll send Marsh the coordinates then. And the approximate coordinates and head out that way.
Okay. Marsh would relay. I don't know. I'm assuming Driss is a part of the group text, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would hope.
Yeah.
Right. He's just gonna tell her. He's like, I'm gonna go try to find Liliana and calm her down. Are you coming?
Yeah, I'll come.
All right. Guess we'll hail a Uber and head over. A mover. That's what it is, right?
Mover. One second, I'm looking at something.
There, now you shouldn't hear the fan. Hopefully.
So far, so good.
Okay.
If you can't tell, I'm poking around.
What?
I'm so mad right now. I tried so hard to stay in character, and I knew she would freak the fuck out. And this is what happens when she freaks the fuck out. I hate this so freaking much.
Poor thing.
Well, why are you turning me into a murder hobo?
I'm not turning you into a murder hobo. Did that all on your own.
Oh.
I just imagine you're smiling on your side of the computer.
No, I'm stressed.
No, she
No,
stepped
I'm
in
saying
at the end.
Will.
She stepped in at the end. And I hate to say it, but you're right.
Oh.
Like, I had no idea this would happen. It's a thing.
Because she would freak the fuck out, because she doesn't do well with authority.
You'll have your friends to help you out.
This is just character development, and she might get fired. I'm not sure what District 9's gonna do, or Section 9's gonna do.
I'm not sure either.
Okay, while this is happening, Liliana's also gonna text her brother.
Also, for reasons, I can't give you that one, Katie.
Oh, like she can't text him?
No. You can do that. The other thing that I was looking around for. Can't
Oh,
give
her
Yeah.
reaction?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you were something else, I would consider it. But for how things are right now, I can't give you that one.
Okay, no problem.
So y'all are able to hail a mover and get a vague location of where she is. You're able to eventually pinpoint it. And it was Driss, Ori, and Marsh.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all are able to find Liliana.
You see her, she's next to this crate, and she is, like, against the wall, arm in her head in her arms, moving a little bit back and forth, crying hysterically.
Did he roll a nat 1?
He did.
Oh,
Damn.
Dude.
dude.
Oh, Mary, use a PP point.
He doesn't need it.
He doesn't
Oh,
need it.
damn. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. See, read his talent. Okay. So Marsh would walk up to Liliana and like stand up. It's like, come on, somewhere.
Do what? What is he doing to her?
Walk up to her to grab her arm and get her to stand up. It's like, come on, like let's get you somewhere so we can talk and get you to calm down.
Reaction, she's gonna go very stiff and get her hand quickly out, like, please don't touch me.
Will you stand up?
She would stand up, yeah.
Okay.
But she's refusing to look at the group.
That's fine.
She's also gonna hide her arm that got injured.
Probably better if we headed back to somebody's to talk. Should it be Marsh's or Ori's? I guess Driss has a townhouse too, doesn't she?
Yeah. The closest place to where you are is Outmares. But Liliana's townhouse is a little further north from where y'all are.
Yeah, Marsh knows offhand that Liliana's weird. That's why he wouldn't want to propose that.
Knows that Liliana's what?
weird about her house. Like, she doesn't want guests. He's like, she's already freaking out. Why put her in that position?
If you're looking for proximity purposes, Almera's place is close, and Marsh's place is the next closest, probably.
Okay, I think we can head to Marsha's apartment then. We're in the Cloud District, right?
Yeah.
The Almera's house.
So yeah,
Pizza boxes everywhere.
more than likely.
It's actually why I was going to suggest to get Almer, because I figured Almer wanted to talk. We need to talk to Almer.
Yeah.
God, I feel like I'm in so much trouble, and I'm like, like a kid. Like, oh God.
I mean, spoiler alert: Almera's covering up shit.
Yeah.
I know.
He's good at that.
He's good at that. It's a good thing he's on your side.
Yes.
I'm kind of staying character, but Liliana's like feeling like crap, so I'm feeling like crap. So it's like,
Is Liliana still just like, don't touch me, don't look at me, don't...
She's pretty much staring at her hands and not being that responsive. Like, she's following you guys, but she's not she's like not looking at you at all.
That's fine. I'm just clarifying. So it's just a really awkward drive there.
Yeah. Or he's gonna go into Big Brother mode and comfort her.
Marsha already got yelled at, so...
Well, what are you gonna do?
Just like, kind of like pat her shoulders and say nice things like, you know, we're here now, we'll handle this, it's gonna be okay, things like that.
As you say that, you see like a couple of tears coming down her face.
Oh, baby.
And she gives like a nod.
Okay.
Poor thing. It's coming. It's coming.
So you make your way over to Almir's house, and first and foremost, Ori, when's the last time you went over there? Do you ever assist him in cleaning his apartment?
No, I don't. First off. Second off, why won't Almer just hire a cleaning service?
Because
Third
he's
off,
because
it's only
he's
been a
terrible.
month since I've been to his place. He usually comes to my place.
That's why he has multiple places that he lives. So he gets disgusted by one, he can just go to another.
This is true. He needs to hire a cleaning person.
I was curious if you did. I just wanted to
How
know.
many pizza boxes are there?
Oh, I have no idea. Let's find out.
God.
It's at least 14 assorted boxes throughout the house.
God.
Chinese food and pizza
Or he's
boxes.
gonna, like...
To be fair, they all are empty. There's not old pizza sitting in these boxes.
Why would, yeah, he's spoil good pizza. Only animals would do that.
Yeah, strewn throughout the apartment, there are pizza boxes everywhere. But looking around the place, it looks pretty nice. Pizza boxes aside.
Liana just cries harder looking up at the pizza boxes.
I mean, he doesn't have a garbage disposal, and that dumpster is like, I don't know, like 20 feet away. You expect him to take the trash out?
I'm assuming he has a couch, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Marsh is just, he's gonna look around and just be like, oh god, it's a nice place strewn with boxes. Suggest to Liliana to maybe take the couch. He's gonna try to get like a glass of water for her though.
She goes to sit.
Wait, is this the house or the apartment?
The
The apartment? Sorry.
Oh, okay. With the overly large bathroom?
Mhm.
Kinky.
If only you knew.
Hush. My description that was given to me was, it was because he likes to relax after a long day. And why not have the best bathroom available?
Seriously.
All I'm gonna say is only you know.
I seriously feel like I skimped on Marsh's apartment. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I gave him the bare necessities.
Yeah, it's just not looking at anyone and is still crying.
Okay. Back to the tissues with the glass of water, handing it out to. Okay. When you're ready, tell us what happened. You were at the hospital? Like, did she tell everybody she was going to the hospital to begin with, or did she just go? We all like split and.
All like split, from what I understood.
But like, did you tell us what you were doing?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, I did actually. I did. I remember. 'Cause I thought you guys heard me, but I thought I said to you guys like, "Oh, I'm gonna go have a word with the doctor," and then that's when I left.
That's fine. I just don't remember offhand. Like you and I talking is players versus character speech, you know?
Yeah.
I did see that message that say that you were going there, but I'm not sure if it was made known to the party, like in character.
I am muted. I thought you guys caught it. I'm sorry.
No, presumably, I'm assuming that the party knew about it. Just no one wanted to go with.
Mm-hmm. Who did you hurt at the hospital, Liliana?
As you asked that, like, she sets the water and like the tissues down, kind of just look at it. I hurt the guard, and I hurt nurse.
Marsh is so fucking uncomfortable.
I didn't mean to. I just panicked. It just gave me these flashbacks, and it just one thing happened and another, and I just reacted, and then before I knew it, I was running. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I'm not like this. I don't do this.
Accidents happen.
It's not.
Just could say that like she knows nurses are trained to deal with like combative patients, and the nurse probably won't really hold it against you or know what happened, so don't worry. But she decides to not say anything. She probably figures that's probably not going to be helpful.
That poor guard probably has a family, and I just messed him up, and I messed up that nurse. She was bleeding, and I couldn't heal her because I just ran. I should have stayed. I should have healed her. I should have done something.
Maybe send them like an edible like bouquet thing or one of those. I don't care. What am I thinking of? Those like fruit bouquet things or edible arrangement. Yes. Send them an edible arrangement. Be like, hey, I'm kind of the one who did this. I'm so sorry about what happened. I did not mean to be mean or something. I don't know.
I can't make this up to
It's a
him.
kind sentiment, but I don't think that'll be helpful at this point in time.
That's not gonna do anything. That's just gonna make it worse.
Oh, yeah.
I was investigating the doctor's office, and I thought I was stealthy enough in there, and I guess they spot me on the camera, even though I tried to trick the camera, and the guard came in, and I freaked out, and I was trying to get him. I was hoping he would fall for my illusion, and he didn't, and I just reacted. I shocked him, and he went against the wall.
So why did you panic? Why didn't you just talk to the guard?
He had a taser, and I freaked out. I it's just I'm just so used to being on the other side where it's just even if I just talk and explain to them, they're just going to assume the worst of me. And like I thought I was past that, and I'm just something about it just put me into that zone. I understand if I can no longer be part of Section 9.
Liliana, don't question that right now, okay?
And then Liliana's gonna like go look at her hands, and her hands are shaking.
Yeah. Try just breathing.
Is her arm still limp? Well,
Is her what?
arm still limp?
You felt the tingling. It didn't go completely limp,
Yeah.
but you do have like probe burns on it.
Okay.
Yeah, you were able to fight off the actual like immobilizing part of the taser.
Ori's gonna tell the group, so it looks like we're gonna have a little sleepover. I don't, Marsh and Driss, I mean, you guys can come and go as you please, but Almer says to stay here, Liliana. I can order some pizza.
You guys can have pizza. Thank you.
You really should eat something, Liliana.
I'll just
Or drink something. You got water right here.
I'll just drink the water.
Aww.
The image is adorable. Just like, come here, let me hug you.
Liliana just looks at Triss and tilts her head while there's still tears, and she's like, okay. I don't know if it helps. And then she's gonna like hug Driss back.
No, that doesn't work.
Yes, just like that.
Yes. Oh, I'm actually crying. Like, I gotta
All right, so if we're gonna have a sleepover, I imagine like the party has like bare necessities. Maybe one of them can like go collect, clothes or something to make it an official sleepover.
What, you don't want to do the walk of shame from Alan Mayor's apartment tomorrow?
Walk of shame from what?
The walk of shame.
Ooh, let's just like, okay, let's get comfortable. I honestly, looking at Almir's apartment, I don't really
Okay,
want
I got the meme for this. Wait, hold on. I got the meme for this for Triss and I.
I was thinking about the booze too.
I don't think booze is a good idea.
Just to take the edge off.
It's like the Vorman hog. The
even better.
Vorman hog. Yes. It's just
Oh god. Oh no.
Where is this at?
It's in the group
chat.
The watermark hog.
Jesus Christ. And I can't fucking send it. Hold on. Stream needs to see this.
Oh my god. Look, she's fucking trying, okay?
She is. That's Liliana was like, I will recepticate this, and just like hug back at the last minute. Like she doesn't know. I love it. Two socially inept characters trying to hug each other. That's what it looks like.
Our whole party's like socially.
This is not used to like physical touch.
So is it. So is Liliana. So Liliana's like, this is all new to me.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go for a booze run and maybe get like extra blankets or something.
Yes. No, it broke it.
And then Liliana, just because she thinks like, oh, we all hug each other now, so she's gonna like go up to Marsh and hug him. She's gonna go up to Ori and hug him. She's like gonna go down this train line.
Okay. Marsh is
randomly there. She gets a hug.
Yeah. Shima just pops in randomly, gets a hug.
Where my hug at?
Love all around, all around.
Lashima is that guy. Where's my hug?
God.
Mother Nature pops in and says, I suppose it's a bad time to say your puppy's ready.
Shows up, looks at Liliana, looks at the puppy, looks at her like, puppy?
I'll come back later.
Damn it, was it really ready right now? Like, let me have it.
This would be a terrible moment to give you the puppy.
You're right.
You're right.
You're right.
I'm remuting again just because I'm eating the crunch.
Okay. So I guess Ori stays at the apartment with Liliana, and at least Marsh can go for a beer run and go get like some stuff. Like I'm assuming like Elmer, I don't know. Considering his apartment's a wreck, I don't trust like how clean the blankets and the floor is.
Does her brother respond yet?
Give me a second, got distracted.
Look at oxymoron.
Also, like, it's fucking pizza boxes and food stuff everywhere, but if you look, that's pretty much the only thing that's dirty about his apartment. Like, he just doesn't get rid of his food items. He doesn't leave, like, socks and shit around. He just doesn't get rid of food items.
I'll be right back.
Easy. Okay, so we just need booze. Marsh is all over that.
Sounds like a plan.
What's that?
Or he's gonna gather some more sheets and pillows and stuff.
That
Change the
escalated so
sheets on
quickly, Kate.
Embers' bed in case anybody wants to sleep there.
I think Kate's horrified of what just happened.
I'm pretty sure she is. Because I didn't expect it to go that way either.
No.
He's like, oh, you're going to the hospital. And then she's like, I'm breaking in. Huh?
Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah, it's not going to be till morning till Mary shows up. So
That's fine. So Marsh can go and get some booze, maybe some snacks. Just how do you even like lighten the mood after something like this? It's just like, well, you fucked up.
Watch movies. I guess get drunk. I don't know.
It's like she likes books. That's about the only thing I think Marsh knows that she likes, and that's not going to help right now.
ooh.
So, Ori, maybe that's up for you. Pick a movie.
Let's look
You don't
up
have to.
web flicks.
Love it. Liliana probably likes romances, right?
Oh gosh.
Please don't make Marsh watch a romance. He'll be on his phone. He would hug her, honestly, if she was willing to reciprocate, but she already yelled at him. So he's like, okay, I'm not going to touch.
I feel like Webflix is actually a thing, and I don't want to use it.
Oh, okay.
You're
looking it
supposed
up.
for nature documents? You just want to see animals fucking, or what?
It is a thing. Yeah, you're right. Also, oh my gosh, Jetflix. I like it.
It's a proprietary channel that only has military
back.
stuff. Nah,
It's for aviation movies? What? A streaming service for aviation fans is Jetflix. Just so
is
you
it
know.
actually a thing?
It's actually a thing.
No!
How about a movie flicks?
I feel like that's also a thing.
I think it is too.
Not spelled like that.
Nah, not like that. Not spelled like that. You're right.
That's why I put the U in there.
It's definitely not spelled like that.
Oh my
Movies?
god.
Now we're just getting into pornos.
That is also not a thing. It doesn't even bring up any searches.
Exactly.
I love it.
I just keep thinking Moby Dick. Just saying.
I'm going for movies from fucking Clerks 2.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ah! You hate me. Why do you hate me?
Is Katie back?
Yeah, she's back.
Oh, back.
Sorry.
Katie, how much do you hate me?
Oh.
No, why?
Well,
No.
why? Stop torturing
Why?
her.
Do we want to cliffhanger this emotional trauma so I can properly prepare
Yes,
for
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that because I'm tired too.
Like, I looked at the time, I was like, shit, it's midnight, basically.
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with this because, like, I really want to see how you will play him. I'm really curious.
I need to read up on him some more.
Yes. We're gonna have a special guest. I'm excited.
Yeah. So we are going to park it here for the night. With a very unexpected turn of events.
Yeah.
But as I said, we're telling a story here, and I'm not leading the path. Yeah, so it was fun, and it was definitely interesting. So
Always.
I will catch y'all next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Thank you for the fun session.